Good morning. Who's awake this early? Things escalated quickly. Oh boy. Is anybody there? What's up, Toe? There's my dude. Most of these degenerates aren't up yet. That's right. I came back and I wanted more. What up, Tom Shia? Good morning, Shauna. Oh, there she is, Jordan. Somebody was just talking about you, Jordan. Young gentleman said he would travel across the country for you, so you got that going for you. That's nice. What's up? If there they are. What happened on my panel after I fell asleep, Kenzie? I need to know. Oh, Warbot ain't even been to bed yet. Yeah, I'm like a 5 hour guy, and I'm pretty much good to go. If you can't tell, I'm sober. Anybody want to fill me in the chats? Like I remember most of what happened last night. I guess I was less than nice to Jeff, and someone got murdered. That's apparently there was a murder. I don't think I know for a fact. Alex came over. Edward, you get your ass up here, Edward. We need to talk. We need to air some shit out, Edward. He called me drunky. That is outstanding. I was white girl wasted on a white guy Wednesday that turned into a fucking Thursday. Oh shit. Dude, I was just going out all that. That was all that pent up rage of really going after anybody. And in like 8 days, I declared war on a third of the community. Very un-Ray like. That's the Ray Leahy. That is me. Okay, let's see who we got coming up here. That's what's up, Edward? Ed, are you there? Edward,
Can
I
you hear
can't
me?
talk.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
what's
now
up?
I can. Yeah, I thought my mic was jacked up.
All right. So last night, we've well, not us, but Jeff tried to come to the conclusion that you're using him for clout,
No, not Cloud. A Cloud.
a clout. Yeah. And
Yeah, and I'm not on his level,
yeah, no, not at
and that
all.
I'm too young. That I'm not where he's at, so I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to.
And you
Oh
learned that
boy,
FCC needs Jesus.
and they're a horrible, terrible person because they say mean things without smiley faces or LOLs. That
Right.
was you know what, man? You know what's crazy, bro?
And then you fell asleep and let me and Annoyed battle it out all night.
Did you guys battle it out?
No.
Oh, you
And then
usually keep
Locksmith
it.
came and saved the day.
It's because the locksmith came and saved the day.
No. We would have been cool anyway, but Locksmith came and he hung around for a while, and Nord and I finished our conversation, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. So
Jason, give me like 2 minutes just to wrap up with Ed, and I'll bring you up.
but if Locksmith didn't show up, Nord and I would probably still be talking right now.
I tell you what, man, was that I went pretty hard at Mitch Richmond too. I don't know. Do you miss the old Ray, Ed, or do you like this Ray?
I like all the Rays.
That was that an epic lambasting of Jeff last night? Was that one for the ages? Alex coming up and getting him at the end was just a fucking cherry on top. That was tremendous. Someone says, "Where do we find these clouds?" Okay, I guess Ed's gone. That was I'll bring up the other boys. There's Jason. What's up, dude?
What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Or kind
Uh,
of see you, Ray Leahy.
no, I'm not going on cam this morning, dude. I'm all wonky eyed and dehydrated, and I'm laying down in the fetal position, sucking down some orange pineapple Pedialyte shit.
Oh man, I always used to, hair of the dog it in my drinking days.
No, 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 no.
I just keep it going for another 4 days. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Long gone.
Edward.
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Ed, I got you an exclusive, bro. This is the murderer, Ed.
No, it wasn't him. It was the other guy. It was Southwest Pred Catcher.
Yeah, and I just want to put this out here. I've done a background search to the best of my ability on everybody, and I know it's not the same things that the government has, but just with the the tools I have on everybody in our team, nobody's a murderer.
No, Alex already. Yeah.
Southwest Pred Catchers is a really good guy. He has a squeaky clean record, and he served our country. So I don't know. Without receipts, I would really appreciate if Jeff didn't accuse him of potential murder, because that's a little low. I mean, he's a vet. He's a good guy. I talk to him every day, and we're working on a couple catches right now, and that's all it is with him. He comes up and he might talk some shit every once in a while because he's not too happy with Jeff either, but he's not. No murder allegations. I mean, he served in the Navy, and he's a good dude. So that's my take on it, and I talk to him a lot more than Jeff does. That's really all I got on that.
Listening to somebody who may or may
What
not.
what happened last night? I go to bed and everything's quiet, and then I get up and there's I guess it was Colonel Mustard in the library.
Oh God, I get that reference. I don't know.
But
I drank scotch. A troll was made with feminine sperm. I basically, Jeff said I needed it for clout. I said I desperately need all 874 of your bananas, Jeff. That means fake subscribers, so I'm not even going to be coy. The guy paid for subscribers, and he still has a smaller channel than NVCap before NVCap got with Alex.
let me just say it.
Say what? Oh, I thought it was just me. It's not just me. He's cutting out, right?
Yeah, he's cutting out. And Ed, I also want to say I never said Seven didn't have a license. I just said that he drives a skateboard. I don't know if he has a license or not.
Well, my bad. I know you didn't say that about
Yeah,
Jeff.
I've really tried to pick my words carefully to where they can't be brought out against me, because I'm new here, man. And
okay, well, correction, everybody. He said he didn't. He said.
Yeah, dude. I'm not trying to drag it through the mud. I shouldn't have even brought that up. My bad.
No, it's all good. No, I'm just
Dude,
no, for sure. I mean,
you run the news channel, so I want my stuff to be as accurate as possible. That's all, and I trust you, dude.
I'm just not gonna be like next panel be like, hey, by the way, because I'm probably not gonna remember. But I'm glad you did clarify that. But I knew you weren't talking about Jeff not having a license, which is the main point of it.
Yeah.
Well,
no. And go ahead, Ray.
We really shouldn't be talking over each other at an Alcoholics Unanimous meeting. We should have a little bit more respect.
Alcoholics Unanimous.
Did anyone hear how many times I trolled him with that word last night?
You said every word in the dictionary that started with "you," and he didn't. I shouldn't say anything. It's gonna be another headline. But yeah, that was good, man.
Oh, I'm not.
I hate
I'm
when
not
people are unanimous.
I'm not proud of what I did last night, but I have no regrets. I'm just gonna leave it there.
No, Alex Murdaugh hates when people are unanimous. That's who hates unanimous.
Oh, well, Koopa High wanted to remain unanimous too, and then Jeff played a clip where his voice clearly is recording that. So,
but go ahead.
And then the other thing too, when he started going in on FC, Edward, like, have you ever seen anybody so unsuccessfully try to gaslight the way that Jeff does?
No, it's terrible.
Yeah. It was an absolute mock. It was a mockery, is what it was.
Yeah.
It was it was a makery. That was a makery last night, Jeff. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do the right thing. So Satan's chicken noodle soup and retro dudes are late. They're asking, is it I'm gonna do like the Ray's shitty recap, right?
Yeah.
Ray goes to Costco. Ray buys scotch. Jeff says has 500 evidences. We all know Jeffs. Jeff was Jeffin. Edward called out for Jeff for being Jeffin. Jeff didn't want to be Jeff to Ed, so Jeff went to Nick. Nick went to Ed. Ed had enough. Ed went on panel, told Jeff not to Jeff. Ray came up, told Jeff not to Jeff. Jeff came up and continued to Jeff. And now the community doesn't really care about Jeff. Is that roughly? I wanted to not use the name so I could keep it unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about right.
I've only listened to the first hour. I woke up this morning at a couple, 4 my time, and then I just had like a ton of Instagram messages like, "Hey, come up. Jeff is accusing you of this and that," and it's like I haven't listened to all of it, but it was pretty. The hour and 15 minutes or so I listened to, and I'll finish, was pretty out there to say the least.
Yeah.
I think he's really trying to make me out to be a bad guy, and as for the whole background checks and all that stuff, and Ed can attest to this, and probably Ray too. I've been really honest with my criminal record. You can look it up and see that I've been arrested like 3 or 4 times.
Dude, Jeff has 500 pieces of evidences on your background. Like that's.
Yeah.
Dude, we're gonna start doing Jeffisms. We're just gonna mildly mispronounce words.
He probably read my conviction, second-degree misdemeanor as second-degree murder. Is probably what he read if he's referring to me at all.
Audio clip, and the audio clip is Alex and a couple of his friends joking around, and he thought it was somebody serious on Alex's panel. Well, he didn't, but the guy who clipped it did, and I don't know, it's ridiculous. Alex came up there and owned Jeff, though. Did you get to that part yet?
I didn't, and I'm really excited to see that because it means Alex watches the community. Keep in mind, I'm new, and
I doubt. No. Somebody probably there. He's pretty accessible. So when people are talking about his name being Brian Edward, that picture definitely looks like a mugshot. I will not take that. Everyone agrees it looks like a mugshot.
Oh man, I'm not going to be excited for the day that my mugshots come out. I do not look good. It was back in my drinking days. I'm heavy. I'm smirking. I've been awake 3 days drinking. They're rough. But
so just do it now. Get out ahead of it.
I've already told everybody. I got arrested in 2019 for a domestic dispute. The prosecution dropped it because I had cameras in my house and it went against the witness statement. Then in 2020, I got arrested for being drunk while carrying my CCW. I was convicted of that second-degree misdemeanor. The other 3 charges attached to it got dropped. I did 1 year of probation. I got all my guns and stuff back. I did 10 days in county for that one. And then in 2022, I was arrested on paper, but not in person because I let some girl use my car and then she went to a thrift store and stole a bunch of shit. So they got my license plate. So they came to my house and were like, "Hey, you stole all this stuff." And I was like, "What?" So then of course, when it came out on camera and all that stuff, I actually took it to bench trial, and was not guilty because I wasn't there. It was just someone I let use my car. So there's, that's pretty much as far as it goes. I have 1 misdemeanor on my record. I'm waiting for Jeff to bring it up. And,
I got to ask the real question here. Would you rather let that person who borrowed your car and stole a bunch of shit borrow your car, or Jeff borrow your car again? Like, would you rather have that one borrow it again, the thief, or Jeff?
That's a good question. That chick ended up getting me charged with misdemeanor shoplifting. So, I mean, like I said, I was proven, not guilty. So there's that. But Jeff, I don't know, man, because I don't have anything against Jeff, but I feel like he would borrow my car with malicious intents. Before all this, I would say, "Oh yeah, he's just going to go to Walmart." And but now I really don't know, man, because it's getting a little weird.
I talked to his ex-girlfriend or his internet girlfriend or whatever. I don't know if she necessarily thinks that she was his girlfriend. They were talking.
The girl who used to pay to be on panel and be his girlfriend. No, I'm just
yeah. So she said that when someone who may or may not be on this panel decided to helicopter that stream, Jeff said to her, "You need to go to the FBI, and if you don't, I need to report you because I'm prior And he tried saying last night that he never claimed Albuquerque as his turf, Jason.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was-
I'm not even gonna. Ray, I'm gonna try hard to not argue anything without receipts, and I could not provide a receipt for that. It was a conversation him and me had in the lobby of Walmart, so there's no receipt, so I'll just let it die. As for this condescending message, I sent him, half of it was condescending, Ed, yes, but the other half I was actually thanking him because he's really shined a light on what happened, and it's been helpful to clear my name, because each time he talks about this, I get another opportunity to come up and tell people.
That is true. I will say Jason's correct in that. Yeah. Yeah.
Ray, are you talking about the porn bomb I did on Tiff's channel? Is that what you're bringing up?
No, alleged. No, you didn't do that.
So I porn bomb her with a porn clip as Meow Meow, like totally was me, and that was after the whole Jeff and her broke up situation. So I had nothing to do with them breaking up. Just to
Oh, I
clarify.
didn't say you had anything. I'm just saying that she.
I know about the whole FBI thing though. She
No,
gets
you did know about that?
yeah, I knew about that. She gets porn bomb all the time though.
So you did it to her too.
I did it with the porn up clip.
Dude, I almost forgot that I had the panel.
I didn't helicopter her though, and when I did it as Meow Meow. So I mean, it wasn't really a secret either.
Edward, did you come over to my panel for a minute or two after I left your panel?
Okay, you left my panel. You went live. I went to your panel for a second, and I was on both panels. I was on mine and yours, and then I left yours for a while. And then they said that Annoyed was over there, so I ended my stream and came back to your panel to talk to Annoyed.
And I was asleep.
You were awake at first. You let me up on the panel, but shortly after that, it was just Annoyed and I talking for the longest time. And Meow wanted to
Christy
come up.
was up there. I forgot Christy came up there, and
Yeah, she was gone before I got there.
I didn't want to come up because I figured, assuming Ray was here, Ray wouldn't have let me fucking start spilling everyone's name like that. That's why I perfectly intended to do that on my own channel because I'm not going to get anyone else involved in that shit.
Oh,
so I didn't really want to, and I didn't want to go talk to Annoyed anyways because nothing to say to the guy. So
Jeff taking that guy's phone and getting physical in his own residence, 3 against 1. Shocked Jeff did not get arrested for robbery, and he should have been, says whoever that is.
Florida wanted me to tell you guys that he's on the phone with OTR and he'll be back in a little bit. He asked me to tell you, Ray.
oh, okay. I'm still on this Jeff thing, and then Jen A. That was. I'm not super proud. You know what? Fuck it.
Well, I mean, she just have a stroke. That's why I asked her, "Are you still in the hospital?" And she said, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You gotta go," you know. So I kicked her after she fought it and said, "No, I want to stay." And I let her stay for a minute, and then FCC was like, "She really should go." And I was like, "Yeah, I think you're right." So
We went through the gamut of emotion last night, and redaction and reduction and tradition. He couldn't get the word redaction, and I don't know. This is the new Darth Ray. Fucking, I'm gonna change my name from Sweet Baby Ray. Like it's over. It. We're done. Me and you have to have a public fight pretty soon. I think it's like a rule in the community. If people are close and they're like visible, like what are me and you gonna fight about?
I don't know, because we were talking about that one time, and then we were like, "Well, we'll both lose credibility with the community."
Y'all can fight over Chuckle's love. She's available.
We were gonna Jeff the whole community and act like we got into a fight one time.
We were gonna do like a wrestling work, yeah.
Yeah, so that didn't work. Well, I mean, we never tried it, so.
I don't really watch Tommy like at all lately. I'm just curious, has he brought up Jason yet being on these panels on his chit chats?
I don't know.
Darth Visor. That's my new name, Darth Visor. Ed.
That's a good one. Meow, I haven't seen any clips or anything sent my way. And just to kind of piggyback on that, I think it would be quite a stretch to make a big deal out of anything I've said about Tommy, just because like I've always said, anything I say can be proven with video that he posted on his own channel.
Right. I agree.
So,
It doesn't stop him from spreading rumors and shit though.
of course. I should know that because look at the situation I'm in. So,
Hey, Matt, the morning after, if you're in the chat, get your ass up here. I want to hear you do a recap of the events and a prediction of all things Jeff in the future. And I just want to take this moment to clarify that anyone who's a predator catcher affiliated, I coined this term. If the situation goes bad, it doesn't go south, it goes southwest.
that's the best thing to come out of this, Ray.
Oh, shit.
Southwest needs to change his name. Southwest Pride Catcher does, because I mean, Jeff, you don't want. You want there'll only be one bad South. Well, I mean, one Southwest, and that's Jeff, right? He needs to. If Southwest is gonna have the. Hey, I saw that the other night. You saw? Oh, he said that the other night. Yeah, Mark did.
I said it live one day with Jason when he was talking about the story.
I'm still drinking coffee. Let's talk on the stream later. Oh, fuck you, Matt.
Oh, you fucking! You know what? Do you want me to go Mitch Richmond, Jeff on you, bro? I got plenty of smoke left in me, Matt. Matt clapped back.
Last night.
You know what's weird, man? Like I made a really nice little pizza for me and my wife, and I did these awesome. I did frozen margaritas. I did fresh papaya, banana. I did like margarita mix, but then I did like fresh frozen fruit and a little bit of like coconut rum and tequila, like orange. I make like, but then I throw it in the blender. So it's not like a real frozen thick one, just enough where the fruit kind of adds some texture. So we're having a great night. We're laughing, and I see your panel. And what was the title of it?
Oh, I don't remember. It was something like, I'm nobody's conduit or gatekeeper or something.
So like, yeah. I'm thinking,
community housekeeping issues. I'm nobody's conduit or gatekeeper.
Yeah.
So when I turn that in, there's 100 and something people right away, and I'm like, oh God, and I'm like, like that sounds like a very serious title. And when you said I'm nobody's gatekeeper, I'm like, shit, is Edward mad at like the other people that are being called? I don't know what's going on. So we turn it on, and then you start saying that shit, and my wife's just like, she's like, what is it that you guys do over there? Because like out of context, the conversation's wild. And the anger I got at Jeff, I just kept pounding down full rocks glasses of scotch, and before I knew it, I was fucked.
Well, apologize to your wife for me.
Oh no, she started laughing because I went in the guest room because I wanted to lay down, and I just left the phone next to my head as I passed out, and I think she said something along the lines of, "Yeah, this is the man I married." So that's where are you at with Jeff, Ed?
I don't know, bro. I think that I don't know. He's.
Do you think that he treats people in an acceptable way when he's not getting what he wants?
Oh, of course. No, in an acceptable way? No.
Okay.
With all due respect to all of you guys, because I really like everybody in this community. My team has a catch not this weekend, but next weekend. And I think after that catch, I will officially stop responding to Jeff stuff, as long as you guys are okay with that, unless it's really serious.
I mean,
no, we're the gatekeepers. You talk about what we decide you talk about, Jason.
Well, and I don't know about any of that. Oh, fuck off.
Do you want to become another Unanimous YouTuber with no followers?
Jesus Christ, Jeff is Christ. Jeff is Christ. Yeah, but I don't know, man, because like can I
tell you something serious real quick? Very little of this has to do with you. You were just loosely affiliated. Edward, my whole time in the community, have you ever really heard me have a beef with anybody?
No, not really.
Like outside of the last 8 days, have you ever heard of me even get angry in public?
No, not community wise. No, I don't think.
Yeah, just at Walmart. Yeah, so this is not like a wash, rinse, repeat thing, man. Jeff has this is Jeff's like 47th involvement with I just don't like that he's nice to people when he wants them to be nice back. But then when like that's you know what I mean? Like it's very contrived. There's a level of insincerity there that needs to be addressed. And then when he starts throwing out to people like, you need Christ, you need he has 500 evidences. The gatekeeper has spoken.
Well,
That's
he can't, and I'm going to get flack for this because I know people are watching. He can't just take anything on the chin and just be real about it. Like I just told you guys my
he
entire
can take things on the chin. Trust me.
One more time, I'm sorry.
I said I'm pretty sure that he can take something on the chin. I've heard rumors, but nevertheless.
I don't want to get into all that. But like, you know, it's
a penis.
Yeah, I picked it up. Picking up what you're putting down there, brother. But I just, you know, the way I see it is there were 4 people involved in that catch, and none of our hands are clean 100%, besides probably OTR. And if something gets brought to my attention that I made a mistake or this or that, I'll talk about it. I'll admit it if I'm wrong. I just came and told you guys what my criminal history was, you know, and I owned up to it. I pled guilty to what I was guilty of, and I did my time to the community, and everything with him is just another excuse. So I have evidence coming out or this or that, or, oh, he's been on panel to panel slandering me. I have never just went on a panel just with the intentions of talking about Jeff, and there's always just an excuse or a, you know, and it's tiresome to hear that from a 40 whatever year old man, you know, excuse after excuse, or, oh, I can't download the evidence because of my computer, or my phone won't let me download it, or, oh, I'm off guard because I was sleeping and you guys called me up here. And it's just always like, Christ, man, just take a little bit of accountability. Like because it's, I don't know, it's frustrating to me because I know the mistakes that he made with this catch. He won't even admit about the taking of the phone might have muddied the waters, and that's a big deal. That might, you know, I don't know, and maybe I'm wrong, but it's just at some point he's got to at least stand up and say it was a fucked up situation and we're all at fault.
I know for a fact he wasn't sleeping because he had called Nick. He called Nick 20 minutes before I went live. So I mean, Nick had called him, and then Jeff had called me 20 minutes before I went live. So I know he wasn't sleeping. I know he was, you know. I'm pretty sure he wasn't sleeping. So he acted that way, but no, I think he was watching the whole time.
I just want to take this moment to let you know today's broadcast is brought to you by good people at Callahan Brake Pads, made in beautiful Sandusky, Ohio. Our brake pads so effective they can stop almost anything except Jeff from lying. Back to you in the studio, boys. Is
there a guarantee on the box, though?
You can put a turd in a box, stamp it guaranteed. It makes people feel comfortable. But aside from this new murder issue, Matt is the only person he's done wrong that I can remember. The rest is defensive lying over and over. It doesn't matter. But that's kind of where we're at today. Cat Reed is in the house. So yeah, I kind of want to move on past this. I don't want people to negate the dishonesty and the insincerity. Like that's really not somebody. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, but I don't know how he would handle on the stand if he was testifying against the pred. Like if he really wants to do it the way he says he wants to do it, I'm pretty sure he'd crumble.
You see Florida Fred Hunter in the basement.
and he keeps bringing up the Florida's in the basement. He keeps bringing up the fact that it couldn't be posted anywhere because of the detective this, the detective that. If he was concerned about that, he would not have live streamed it. I'm sorry. And he also would not have had it on his channel for 3 or 4 days. And he would have had an issue with it being on Dirty Deleted. Like that, he's upset because I've already went over this 1,000 times. I got to stop getting in the mud here. I really do.
I told him to copyright strike your channel if he had that big of an issue with it, you know?
Yeah. I saw that, and I will dispute that.
Hey, Ed. Hey, Ray. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hello, sir.
Oh, shit. Not same day. Or different day, same smell.
Someone told me that Ray specifically wanted me to add him to or not Ray, sorry, that Jeff wanted me to add him to Dirty Deleted.
Was he not
Oh,
on there?
it doesn't. At the end of the day, he's like anybody could have downloaded it from Dirty Deleted and posted it. He's just mad because it was me for some reason.
Right.
I don't understand any of it. And
So
at the same time, I only posted the parts that I was interviewing the guy. Me,
Well,
you can't dispute that's me on the camera.
It's
You know?
exactly what he said, Jason. He doesn't want another catcher in Albuquerque because,
Yeah.
that's what he considered. He thinks that your organization is going to outdo him, and rightfully so. Right, he probably has a right to think that because Jeff doesn't do many catches. Jeff does fake catches, according to the entire community almost. Like the second catch he did, that fake human trafficking ring or whatever the fuck, in that parking lot or whatever.
Jesus, I never saw
That was
that.
his second catch.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Jeff.
What do you mean a fake human trafficking ring?
Oh yeah, like you
A
didn't.
scripted catch with
it was
actors.
A scripted catch. Yeah.
No.
Without actors, like they sat in the car. Him and Casey sat in the car for 4.5 hours, and then showed nothing. And basically, the guy was here, but he took off, and the police are right around the corner, and like just stroking us like Rami.
Mm.
can we just start talking about what Tommy Boy wants to talk about? Brake pads and Callaway and how he's going to nail the deal.
Yeah.
I think most of us are just here for the drama right now.
Oh, hey, Meow. What's up, buddy?
I want to
Chilling.
give Tommy Boy a little shout out just because of his YouTube channel or whatever, his avatar. I went back and watched like a best of Tommy Boy montage like 2 days ago. So
I just want everyone to know that the bishop to Jeff's church is in the chat. Everybody, good morning to the man of God. And he just wants us to know that his parish does not condone the actions and words of our preacher, Jeff.
I fucking can't with you guys.
Dude, last night there was Jeff's lawyer who said, I've decided to drop my client. There's no way I can defend this shit.
Oh, shit.
And remember, Jeffrey Dahmer had an attorney.
He had to.
Yeah.
And
Too much.
do I like slur my words? Am I easy to tell when I'm drinking?
Actually,
No.
you sound like you're slurring more this morning than you were last
Dude,
night.
dude, I watched that video from last night, and you actually sound very clear. And you know,
Annoyed was pretty drunk, and I think that's what people got used to.
I slur my words naturally. I have like an overbite and some jaw issues from when I used to do a lot of MMA. So it's like I have a lisp that I didn't used to have growing up.
Yeah, MMA,
Yeah, that's what it's on, right?
men, and adults.
You could probably hear my jaw popping.
Excuse
Maybe.
me.
I can get I can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a butcher's ass, but no.
So,
Well, I just know last night when he taught, and this is this morning's stream. I've got some shit that I got to say. You boys are more than welcome to hang up here, but I'm going to put some stuff out there. What kind of a cloud could I possibly get from Jeff?
I know, dude. Like, don't you have more fans?
No, I don't have more fans.
Jeff
Real
doesn't
ones?
understand he's got bananas.
It's like when he accused me of blackmail, my question was, what do I have to benefit from blackmailing him? What does Jeff have that I would like to gain through blackmail? He
His
doesn't.
Star Wars limited edition lunchbox.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I gotta
You
say.
get a good look at a T-bone by asking Tommy about his rap career.
Jeez, oh, peas.
That's fucking funny. But yeah, so I need a clout from Jeff. We're not on his level. FCC needs Christ. All I heard yesterday and all I saw were the fingers being pointed outward and everybody what they do wrong and what they need to do different. And you know what it was when he was bumbling around for, he's saying I can show it on my StreamYard. I can show, like, we still haven't seen anything, Ed.
I know.
It seems eerily similar to you remember Todd and the receipts and the phone call back in the day?
Yeah, but Todd actually provided receipts. They were just fake.
Like Jeff's catches.
And I'm really worried about that with this. I'm worried that fake receipts are going to pop up because I was thinking maybe he did say something that I don't know about or that because and I went back and I read the the messages, and if anyone knows how to get them off a flip phone, I'd gladly show you. I read the messages from the day I met Jeff to the day it all went down, and I was like, no, there's no receipts. But now I'm like, oh man, are there going to be fake receipts or this or that? And it's one thing after the next.
The other thing too, like with his I don't know, like the term gatekeeper gets thrown out a shit ton, right? But like, do you remember when you guys came up and he says, when I decided to like let you into the community, and that's when I kind of went off on him?
That was
like,
pretty fucking stupid.
But do you remember that moment though, where I was like,
yeah,
I was like, dude, who the fuck are you to let anyone in this community? Like, you're nobody, like you're nothing. You're nobody. And then last night he said the same shit to FCC, like, because like he's allowed to restrict membership to the community to certain people.
I did not like when he started talking shit to FCC. I'm about an hour 40 into the interview actually, and I don't like that stuff at all, man. I really don't.
Wait a minute. What is his access to Johnny Depp? Can somebody?
He's got no access to Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that one too.
I was listening to some interview or like some Jeff, compilation video, and he was saying something about how he worked on he was cleaning bathrooms on like a movie set or construction site or something, and Johnny Depp invited him in his trailer and made him breakfast. I don't know if it's true or not. I just have my feelings.
Did you say he was? I thought he changed that and said his family, one of his family members or something.
Oh, I thought it was him, but I could be wrong. So I would encourage everybody to go back and watch the video before they listen to me. Christy, I trust Christy. He had breakfast with JD.
Yes, yeah, we'll accept that. Close enough. Fuck it. No receipts needed in this community. We'll just believe you.
I don't like that because then it comes back on me.
Well, I just wanted to come out here and say that I regret nothing. Last night was fucking wild, and that's the first time Jeff responded. And I don't know, Ed, who do you with me versus Jeff last night? Who came out with the W?
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
You're asking that just to pad your self-esteem there, bro. We all know.
No, I'm secretly hoping that Jeff's watching, in case, because he needs very, very clear wording. Jeff, I won, you lost. Oh shit! Why did Ray tell us Alex murdered someone? That was the dude with that was the guy with the trans picture last night. Just absolutely fucking lambasting everyone. Yeah, he just came in and fucking pissed in the Cheerios, kicked over the fucking table and dipped. Hell yeah, I want my ego stroke, Cap. I got hammered drunk on panel last night. I put on a show at the expense of Jeff. Applaud me, bitch.
Well, that's really like arguing with a child.
I feel like I missed some good content. I totally missed the first part and just joined when Annoyed was up there crying.
Oh, Annoyed was up there?
No, 2 different panels, Meow.
Oh, what panel was this?
My panel.
Meow, it's named Community Housekeeping Issues. I'm nobody's conduit or gatekeeper. It was streamed 11 hours ago.
Yeah, I saw that one when I was working, and I just I was too lazy to click on it.
I like how FTK says I wouldn't be surprised if it's FPH.
What's that? What does that mean?
Well, when this conversation first got started last night, that's what FTK said. I wouldn't be surprised if it's FPH accused of murder.
Well, I'd say, man, if you guys want your brand to get off the ground, like, attaching yourself to Jeff Southwest for a clout and being involved in murder, like, I don't know if it's the way I would have gone about it, but people are talking about you.
Well,
I want to make it clear that we never asked for any of this stuff. We really didn't. It wasn't my intention to make a controversy to, take us off. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try to capitalize on it. And I don't mean by stirring the pot, but I will actively come up on panel and answer questions that people have for me. and I think that's completely fair and within my rights. But I'm not, I never wanted this to be this way. I wasn't expecting to have this many followers. I was expecting, because now now we're all in a situation where we have to come through.
Well, we
and
have a confirmed date. Ray, you know who it is, and we have that confirmed date. So
Yeah, I can. I have seen receipts of.
yeah,
And I'm not giving anything away, but I have a loose connection to who the people are. And when you see the guy and who he's married to, and what he's like turning his back on the spouse, put it this way: the guy married way above the rim.
yeah, no shit, bro.
that's exactly what the other guy on our team said. He was like, "How in the fuck? His wife is actually pretty good looking."
I mean, like way too attractive for him. Way too attractive for him. So it's I know this guy's on the journey to like make sure he ends up in jail and never. I mean, if it's super weird when you guys see it. It should be fun. Hopefully, it's real and not scripted.
Oh no, it's all fucking real. You know the guy coming with me, bro.
Yeah, I'm. It all seems legit. So yeah, just get out there, get after it, do good work. What did Matt say? That's what I told Jason. Like it or not, as long as he comes out on top of all this Jeff drama, it'll do nothing except help him and give him some airtime. Because airtime here is
very important, or it could kill you.
Oh shit! Fucking Cap just said Jeff wants credit for ruining his own credibility.
That's a good one.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, dude. These fucking people are hilarious, dude.
That's Warbot, man. Like, I'm with you, man. But I think by the time that when it got to the point that it did yesterday, and now I can see how you guys get obsessed with Tommy Ed. Like right now, after that shit happened, like I don't want to talk about anything else. I want to talk about Jeff. Like this is.
Right.
What do we call instead of Todd? Do we call him like Jeff? Just Jeeeee?
Something like that.
Hey guys, I was asleep.
That's. I don't know where do we go from here. This is back when I was like useful because I would like try to bring different topics of conversation, and now like nothing else is. John. I listened last night and this morning and you are all retarded.
Do you see the screen? Do you see the screen name? Jeff's AIDS test.
Oh God. Rough night, eh?
What's up, Jay Silly? This guy's cool as hell.
What's up? I guess tonight I go to bed early. Shit
yeah,
pops
me
up.
too. Me too, man. And I wake up to my buddy Jay telling me, did you see the panel last night? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I was in bed. He said, just go watch it.
I didn't see it either. I woke up to like 6 Instagram messages saying they're accusing our team of like murdering someone and all this stuff. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I was not very nice. Really quick. My buddy just posted something in the chat that he's just had a surgery. That's Warbot. I know what he's got going on, and it fucking sucks, dude. Everyone just, don't even be nice to him. Just troll him in the chat and make him feel normal. Nobody wants to be like, oh, feel better. We're so sad. It just makes you feel worse. Like, just make sure not to ignore Warbot. Show your support by trolling him.
Warbot finally got that fucking gender reassignment surgery.
No, he had he had something pretty serious, man. Because he actually wanted to do we're in the same geographical region. We were going to do something together, and he wasn't able to go for a reason. But
well, Kat, just to answer your question, that had nothing to do with me. I still am friends with Jeff, so that's personal issues between other people.
We worry about our youth wasting away on TikTok. What about grandparents on YouTube channel? Oh shit! Go fuck yourself, Gonzi.
You can learn a hell of a quesadilla recipe on YouTube, though, and then learn how to birth a giraffe.
You probably could.
Do you mind sharing with us? We got plenty of time here.
I think he's just speaking about the generality of YouTube.
Is that Jay Silly? What's up, Jay Silly?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man. It's still kind of early for me, but I had to drop the kids off at school today, so
Dude, me
here I am.
me and Jeff threw down last night, Jay Silly.
Dude,
I heard. I kind of like. I always fall asleep with my AirPods in, so I caught kind of the beginning of it. I had to wake up in the middle of the night. My son had a nightmare, so I popped my AirPods back in, and I was kind of rewinding, trying to catch up, but I passed out pretty quick. So I got little tidbits. I saw you get a little toasty there on the scotch. It brought back a recent memory of mine when I did something similar. So good for you, man.
Oh, you did something on panel?
Oh yeah, man. I got lit on panel a couple weeks ago.
Well,
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, I got hey, Meow. Can I let somebody up for a minute?
well, someone doesn't want me here.
No,
I'll get down, dude. That's fine.
Okay, Florida. We'll get you back up, Florida. Yeah, I got to let FTK up.
All right, thanks, Joe.
All right, FTK.
I didn't realize you had the free version. I would have left. I just was wondering if it was someone that hated me or something. My bad.
No.
Just gotta
Let's
get
see what
the old water bottle spray.
Hey,
sushi
Jay
cat.
Silly, you ever talked to FTK before?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, FTK talks in caps all the time. So aggressive.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we've had some words in chat. Maybe.
You versus FTK?
What's that?
You versus FTK?
I feel like it. There's only a few. I feel like maybe it was them, maybe not. They'll come up and say something probably, but there's been a few people I've had words with, and I feel like maybe it was them, not a long time ago, maybe.
Well, FTK is I think the same thing too sometimes. FTK, it looks like fuck them kids. But dude, is he really not? Ray, I have questions for you. Where you at, FTK? Oh, he's typing in Discord. Oh, bad service. He's driving. He's hopping up. So, yeah, he's done catches. He's worked with other catches. He had my back on the Gen A thing when everybody started simping and white knighting for her.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, fucking hell. What was Gen A?
The Gen A like sympathy.
All right, everybody. This is I want everyone to if everyone could just really quick list their pronouns because Audrey's in the room and I want ZZ to be comfortable. Jason, what are yours?
Oh, the ones I was born with.
That's very cis. Never mind. What?
Yeah, that's very cisgendered of you.
Dude, I don't know all that stuff. I'm sorry. I don't get into that.
Damn.
So you said you got questions for me, FTK.
She, her, shay. Those are my pronouns.
What's
No,
you got questions for me?
Why'd you allow Florida to hop down and then let Meow to stay up? No offense, Meow.
I would have jumped. I just asked him why, and I didn't realize he was on the free version, and then he left before I could.
Well, Florida's not going to want to be up here anyway when I talk. So I don't actually have questions for Ray. I have questions for Jason.
Mm.
And it would have been great if Florida was up here because you guys could have been able to better explain like what you guys each do on your team. Like who's the murderer, who has the money to get the murder done, and then who gets rid of the body.
I don't. None of that's relevant, really. Sorry, man. I don't know what you. I don't know, man. I don't know what you mean. Are you just asking for a basic breakdown on what we all do?
Did you just misgender me?
Dude, sorry.
Again.
I'm not good at all that stuff.
All right. I just
It's
feel like this would
man.
be a perfect time while you guys are in the spotlight because of Jeff Southwest for like the 5th time, and you're on panel. You could break down like what you guys each do for the team. Your
Sure.
team.
All three of us decoy, and well, I'm not going to go to the next catch because I can't get from Albuquerque to Florida. I do the background stuff and like looking up backgrounds. I create, I organize all the chat logs. I create cover pages for our files for all the people we're talking to, their records, their
I actually saw one of the things they put together, FTK, like for, I'm assuming would be law enforcement. And it was a photo of him on his social media, along with a photo that was sent to the decoy to prove like they can't do that. It was pretty. I got to give credit where credit's due, man. And I've been slinging a lot of mud lately. I was pretty damn impressed. He could probably pass that out to new catchers and set a standard.
Yeah, and I have all their information, date of birth, vehicles, address, work address, emails,
Foreskin
phone
dimension.
numbers, probably. Quotes that they have from the chat that you can reference during the interviews. It's just too much work for one person to do and decoy. I still decoy. I have one on the hook talking to me, actually might have messaged me during this talk, but SWPC and Florida decoy a little more than me, but I do all the videos and the background stuff. They do their catches. I obviously will do mine when I get them. I mean, we all kind of do a little bit of everything, but it's not just picking up a camera and going and yelling at somebody. I do all the stuff, put together all the evidence for LE, detectives. It's just all kinds of stuff. The donations, when they do come, we have a Cash App account and a Cash App credit card. Well, we'll each have one, but it's all still coming in the mail, and you have to have approval from the other 2 members to make any purchases. So far, all we've purchased is a background app, like background check website membership, and a body camera, and the rest is going to be used because the catch is about 4 hours round trip. So I told Florida to save some money on the account for gas money and just things like that.
You totally don't have to answer this. That just shocked me. Did you get enough donations to buy that stuff?
Yeah, we did. We save a screenshot of everybody who donates, as well as receipts of the items we purchase, and they're free to anybody who asks. I can provide them. I don't have a receipt yet of the body camera we purchased, but I could get it from the only reason is because it has Florida's personal information on it, but I could probably get it anytime I wanted. But yeah, it's all open to everybody who asks. So even if it's just a receipt for gas money, we save all that stuff.
What kind of scam is it? Is it like a knockoff brand of Axon?
I don't know anything whatsoever about body cameras. I could, if you get with me after this, I could find out which one it was. All I know is that it has 32 gigs of memory. That's literally all I know. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, I'm getting messages right here. And yeah, it was $50 plus shipping from Amazon.
Can I just go ahead and take a moment to let everyone know that Dono Gate was only like 9 days ago, and no one's mentioned Kevin in like 30 hours, FTK. This community is so fucked. Fucking hashtag justice for Kevin. Free Kev.
Kev's been free.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Someone trying to use Kevin for a clout. You fuck with Kev, FTK?
We've never really talked.
Oh, but I feel like you guys would actually get along.
Yeah, we definitely would get along.
There's not much false about that fella.
Mr. X, I am Audrey Snow.
It's not an avatar. That's
me.
Shay.
Does
She, her, Shay.
does Kevin want to come up? Because I'll go down if he wants up.
Yo, Kev, you want to hop up for a little bit? You want to meet after just fucking mad aggressive predator catchers? Jason, you'll fit right in. Ba-dum-bum, ching. Edward disappeared. Yeah, oh.
It's here.
He does sound like the predator. Oh, holy shit. You do, man. And FT, I mean, he's would you're close with you're close with OPE, right? FTK? I can say that.
OPE and APP.
Okay.
Just to answer Cap.
What did Cap say? Are you still cool with APP?
Yeah.
I texted with her yesterday. That's everybody wants to. Oh, Cap woke up this morning and chose back. Where do we go from here, FTK? What's the topic of conversation? You want to just continue to shit on Jeff?
No, someone's got to have some new drama. Why we always got to shit on Jeff? I mean, sure, it's fun, but we need some new drama up in here. Someone's got to share something.
Shush.
I'm fine. If y'all want to keep shitting on Jeff, go for it. I'm just saying. I'm just proposing. If anyone has a new topic, I'm just proposing.
Was Meow the one? Meow, were you the one to dox Annoyed, or was he doxed? Was he doxed before you did that?
No, it's because of me. But I didn't do it directly. I told one person that then spread it on, and I documented that on my own live. It's like a 10-minute live.
Yeah.
On my
I saw the receipts that you posted of kind of his little bit of stalking that he did on you before your stuff came out. So yeah,
it was the same day that Tommy called me. So
yeah,
I mean, put two and two together. But it was I told the one person, someone that watches my panel asked me if I knew his name, and I shared it. And that's what got it out. So it was indirectly through me. Is how he got doxxed. And I frankly didn't care about sharing his name because karma. What comes around goes around.
Hey, FTK. What do you think
when
about
I woke up in the middle of the night and was trying to catch up, how he was trying to throw some unnamed female over there under the bus for doing a lot of that, and how they're all trying to be better and all this, which basically says that they've been behind a lot in the past.
Was he trying to throw Kelly under the bus?
No, the part I heard, he wasn't naming her, but apparently there's, according to him, a female antagonizer over there that stays in Tommy's ear about what goes on over here and around the web, I guess.
FTK, I got a serious question for you. Do you think that the community should have any say in the way? Because somebody in the chat wrote something interesting, so I'll preface it with this. Do you like the way that Ghost has been doing stuff recently?
Oh, that's a loaded question. I don't. What do you mean by doing stuff? Catches?
Yeah, just the way he's been interacting and getting like kind of violent and like
I don't
uber
care
aggressive.
how catches are conducted as long as the person gets exposed. But that's not is what's happening. So that's my problem with it.
What's happening?
They're not being posted. Like they're
okay,
up there for however long the live stream is, and then they're not up there anymore. And he posts on his private Instagram.
Is he just scared of his YouTube getting nuked?
I mean, at this point, I would be. I don't want his YouTube to get nuked. I don't hate him like that. Like, it's just the issue that he doesn't post them.
Oh.
But he does have 2 strikes, I believe. So he needs to be really careful now.
How long before a strike gets removed?
3 months.
It's crazy. Like your entire future rests within the hands of some fucking Filipino techie from NorCal. It's fucked. Ghost never post catches. Says he wants to wait till they're prosecuted. What's your
But-
thoughts on that one?
which isn't even the case either. But I mean, he's had prosecutions where he updated us months ago on them, and then they're still not up. So, like, we're talking like before the terms of service changed.
Oh shit! All right, well that's yeah. They took a couple of my old ones, all mine on Dream Floral are gone, and I had 2 original ones that were on. They weren't even public, dude. They were just like like unlisted, so you had to have the link. And you, someone that watched it reported it, got me fucking banned. It sucks, dude. But and I do think in my drunken stupor last night, I challenged Rami to Rough and Rowdy. Did you see that, FTK?
You've challenged Rami about like 5 times in the past 3 days.
I feel like he's not taking me seriously.
I don't think he
Dude,
takes anything seriously.
How much would you love to see a middle-aged fat guy just get beat up by OB Nation?
I'd ref it.
You'd special guest referee FTK? Oh shit, that's fucked. So it says Retro hasn't reposted any of his catches. What do you do you know Retro, FTK?
No.
That's Anton. That was PP Ohio.
Oh, okay.
That's so do we who's making fucking sounds?
It's my bad, dude. I'll mute it.
It's fucking
Jeez.
Jen.
Jen A, it is dude, thank you for having my back too, man. Last night everyone started trying to white knight and simp for her, and it's like, no, this bitch is fucking evil.
The thing is, she was like that before the stroke. I understand the stroke, and we stopped and listened to her about her hospital troubles for the day. So that was the respect that she got. That's all she got.
And did you come out of last night with any different feelings towards Jeff?
Different or heightened?
Yeah. Different. Like did anything get shown last night that you didn't already assume was there?
No. I've always felt that way about Jeff. Just never publicly said anything. But now that has.
Dude, I thought all you guys, like, it's kind of like sometimes like with the Tommy stuff where I'm like, this can't be true. Like, these people have to be exaggerating. Nobody's that fucking weird, wild, crazy, or dishonest. And sure enough, fucking, Edward's over there sitting with a fucking cigarette in his mouth, just smiling, saying, "I told you so, Ray." Like, everybody was right. Yep, I have that's my first really public beef in the community, FTK.
Pretty good
I'd
beat.
hate to tell you I told you so, but
What's that, Eddie?
I said I'd hate to tell you I told you so, but it is what it is.
Jeff's gonna come in and be like, "Dude, I could have told you that all along. I'm the all-knowing." Who's Audrey Snow, by the way, FTK?
So that is Massachusetts' newest registered sex offender.
Is that a woman or is that a dude being a woman?
Yes.
Okay, the picture's kind of small, so I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Who?
So basically, this person got charged last July with possession of CP, and he had sent it on Kick unknowingly to 2 FBI agents, 2 separate FBI agents, because they were in groups and the FBI was trying to track these people and everything. And he had sent it to them thinking that they wanted CP. And they charged him, and he failed to show up for his arraignment. So they picked him up on a warrant. And then from there on, There was a Turtle Boy Sports posted a story on him. He went off on Facebook saying he's innocent, all this crazy stuff. And of course, like, you're going to say you're innocent. That's understandable. But he's been saying he's innocent this entire time. And on Tuesday, he took a plea deal. And he claims that he took the plea deal because he didn't have enough money to hire his lawyer. He says he needed $30,000 to work with his lawyer, which doesn't really make sense. And he took the plea deal, and then he's on Facebook saying how he's innocent. And his mom commented on the Facebook and said it's crazy how she was talking about Turtle Boy. Turtle Boy posted you had thousands of images, and that turned into just 2. Well, this motherfucker was trying to maintain their innocence while proving their guilt, where he said, yeah, I had 2 screenshots that I reported to the app. Well, how did it get into the messages of FBI agents? So he admitted he took 2 screenshots of CP and was possessing the CP.
Is there a reason that we don't say that word on panels?
I just don't want someone getting like a strike or something just for talking about it.
Is it not something you're not allowed to talk about it in a? I don't understand. Like, we can say, eat my fucking dick cheese, you hobo cunt twat, but
I don't like saying CP just for the reason that
It's like saying SA.
changed it to CSAM. It's like gross.
I just think when you use initials, you almost like make it. I think the word's important because it makes people like you can't avoid what it is. That's, I don't know, just a thought. It's like when people call them preds, like I much prefer the term like like sexual deviants, sexual criminals, rapists, molesters, child. Like I don't know. I want the word to fuck. I like the fact that it makes me squirm when I hear it.
Yeah, I don't. It just feels gross because like calling.
I think it's just people trying to get around YouTube filters is what it is. Because obviously there's cursing. Cursing's fine on YouTube. No one gives a fuck about that. But anything that's like trigger warning, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you start talking about pornography, and then who knows where you can go? You can get reported for it and get struck or something.
Right.
Who knows with YouTube? That's why.
James McGee says the Voldemort defense of say I don't know. I've never actually. I know what movie that is. That's Harry Potter, or is that Harry Potter, or the other one? Is that Voldemort?
Yeah.
But did you get where I'm coming from, FTK? Just like to make like when you say pred so much, it kind of loses its fucking. Do you know what I mean? Like it loses its meaning a little bit. Like it becomes such a nonchalant word.
I get what you're saying, but I don't necessarily agree. It's just easier to have it flow too when you're talking. When you say pred versus predator or child predator.
Yeah. Oh, it definitely flows better. It's and then like in off camera shit, like if we were talking on Discord, I'd probably say preds. I just like in the moment, it's I don't know. I'm on a fucking high horse. Fuck me, dude.
No, Ray, I'm with you on that. I would rather use the full word, but I didn't know what effect it would have on other people's panels. Like on my panel, I would say the full word, but I don't want anybody else to get. I'm going to be honest. I've never read YouTube's terms of services yet, so I just try to fit in the best I can with the community, and everybody else was saying CP instead. Also, I know I'm going to get shit for this right after mentioning it, but prior to my last catch, the person I did that catch with told me that you can't use that full, that full word, and to keep using it down as much as I could. So I think I only said that word in the interview with the Predator 1 or 2 times, and it was when I was trying to get an airtight confession from him. So
Okay.
CP, so a defense team couldn't say CP is, I don't know, cooking potatoes, you know? So,
As we all know, Jeff's a dumbass. Jeff
I know.
also thinks that you can't say where you are on YouTube or say their first name because that's doxing them.
Yeah, but you know, I didn't know any of. I mean, I literally been in the community for like 48 hours when I mean, aside from my few months with CPP, but that was almost like 7 months prior to all this. So
Something else you should know is that YouTube terms of service don't fucking matter, and they will take you down for anything.
Yeah, I think it's more of a. They're just up there to like make you give up so you don't even try, but they're going to do what they want to do at the end of the day.
They are succeeding with that. There's quite a few catchers that have gotten taken down, and they built their platform, and they're not used to starting over on things. Not saying they're quitters or anything, but they quit because they had 20,000 subs, and now all of a sudden they have 0.
Like Shafiq?
No, Shafiq's coming back. He actually just made a YouTube. I don't remember what it was. But
if you get YouTube banned, is that account banned or are you banned as an individual?
Both, technically. Like, Alex
Really?
got around it.
That's Gusto has a good point. Says Jeff's IQ is so high we are just uneducated. We ain't on his level. That's
Yeah, that was funny last night when when you said you're not on my level. He said, "No, you're not on my level."
I think I said something like, I said, fully liquored up, I'm fucking more articulate than you fucking half-wit. Yeah, man.
well, he's
Remember
just the victim and everything is what it looks like. You know, that's the mentality he has, and I'm not trying to get, you know, put him down, but it's always, oh, I was about to go to sleep and you guys called me and you're putting me on the spot and everybody stole my, you know, Jason stole this or Jason did that. It's just victim, 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 victim.
Well, you know
And
what? That's your opinion, okay?
It is. It really is. It truly is my opinion.
that's your opinion, but you're young, Jason. You're young, and it's not like you're divorced or in financial trouble or go through anything that a man goes through because you're just a child and you can never understand what it's like to walk a mile in Jeff's, you know, diabetic friendly Crocs.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's not like I'm a 30-year-old parent that has been through divorce and property ownership and every fucking thing else that he's been through.
Well, FTK, this was it's been a fun 5 or 6 months being back in the community. I'll go catch a couple here and there. I'll hop on Ed's panel. There's sometimes this place is fucking it is exhausting. Like I'm not even happy right now. It's funny what happened, but that dude's fucking retarded.
I'd like to remind you that none of us have had a breakfast cooked for us by Johnny Depp.
I thought he cooked Johnny Depp breakfast.
No, Johnny Depp cooked him breakfast.
Oh, that's right. He made Johnny Depp spaghetti. That's right.
And then who did JT Colfax have sex with? He prostituted for somebody.
He didn't have sex with her, but he had.
You talking about him sucking on toes or fingers or whatever he was saying?
He was sucking some dude's fingers while he was looking at Betty Davis.
Betty Davis. Okay, I knew there was something.
And
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm trying to think of another show that was out in the. I'll think of it in a minute. Hang on. This is somebody that he fucked with too. It was a producer for a TV show in like the 80s.
FCC. Free Barb A.
Who's Barb A?
He called Jen A. Barb last night.
Oh shit! He thought that was Barb.
No, he just called her Barb.
Oh gee, have you ever talked to him before, FTK?
FCC?
Yeah,
Only in the chats.
dude, fucking tremendous troll game. Like, really, And did you hear what fucking Jeff said to him?
I was there the entire time last night. I was there from the beginning.
Dude, he called him he's like, you're not a good person. And then he tried doing that gatekeeper shit. Like, who are you? You're new here. Who are you to come into our community?
And then he said, you don't even use the right emojis. You're a bad.
Yeah, he says, you say awful, dark, and ugly things with no smiley face or LOLs.
Or JK is what I thought he said.
Yeah, or
You can say
JK.
JK. Yeah.
It's because
Listen,
FCC doesn't JK, he jaws.
Jeff, if you're here, just comment. Don't lurk.
That's well, was last night at least entertaining for you, FTK? Like, just as a consumer of content, did you enjoy the show?
Absolutely. That was the best Jeff argument I've ever seen. And he pulled out the classics. Can I talk? Can I talk? You guys are just talking over me. Oh man.
That's okay. So Anton from PP Ohio looks like he found a couple of videos. I think that's cool as shit. I know he's currently, he's kind of dipping a toe again. FTK.
I hope so. We need more in the Midwest.
We need more everywhere.
Just don't touch Indiana.
Why not?
PCI and PCM got that covered, and there's about 7 other teams. It's kind of like Massachusetts. If we have one more team in Massachusetts show up,
You don't think there's room for another team in Mass?
Well, I mean there is, but all the counties that actually do something are, I'm not going to say covered, but Jay and I are only 15 minutes away, and then NVCAP is only 30 minutes away from us, and then Wolf is 45 minutes away from us, and then WOG is an hour away. And Western Mass doesn't do anything. The DAs don't want to touch anything.
So will you still go out there to do exposures?
We try and get them to come to us.
I'm saying, if you can't get them to come to you, would you, like, if they gave you the address, did everything, and then they're like, fuck it, I'm not coming to see you, kid, would you still go out there if you had the address to blast them?
So possibly, but I'd rather try and get them to come to us. Like, I have there's a decoy that has one right over the border of the county. So Worcester County is central Massachusetts, and
fucking Worcester. That's spelled like Worcester, but fucking Worcester.
Yeah, Worcester. Worcester County has that's where Jay has the most.
There's no H in Worcester.
Worcester.
It's like Worcester. It's just weird the way that they, like, when you look at it, it looks like Worcester.
Right.
Like the sauce, right?
No, that's Worcestershire.
That's Worcestershire.
We had a catcher team in Franklin County, which is the next county over of northern Massachusetts, and that team, it was Predator Expose, and they were on Facebook. And every case that they had, the DA wouldn't take because he doesn't approve of what we do.
Where were the Wu County kids? I mean, obviously Wu County, but where's that?
Actually, just about to bring that up. Worcester County is where we are.
Oh, no, they were okay. All right, my bad, bro. I'm thinking Wu is like
on Instagram. Someone, I don't know if they sold their account or if it's still one of the kids that runs it. They just changed their Instagram over to a fitness brand.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're done, and that's a whole separate story. I have more to talk about, but I'd rather do that. I'm going to Jeff you guys, and I'd rather do that in private.
Why would you want to do it in private?
Because it's not a public conversation about, I guess, what went down.
Okay, that's fucking fine.
But they're just no longer going to be catching.
Okay. Is it juicy at least or no?
No, not really.
Oh, fucking boring. That's gay. Matt, are you doing the morning after today? I'm warming up the crowd for you because you usually typically go on about 10. I am happy to turn over the. And FTK, you were there. How much fun did we have in Nat's chat the other night, or Nat's live?
Oh, so much fun. I guess Nat has no problems with me anymore.
She doesn't. I thought she was about to pull out some FTK merch.
I thought she was too. She just kept ripping shit out. She's like, "Oh, I love repping my favorite catchers."
But when you saw Sweden versus Preds, was that worth the cut? Was that fun to consume? I took that joke way too far, man. Like we went deep down the rabbit hole.
You should have just let it keep going and then just hopped off panels like that.
And like never told her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray, you do need to talk to her though and ask her about her DM York story because I'm interested to know if she's still friends with DM York.
Okay. I will is there an issue if she is?
No, I don't care. I got an issue with her anyway. If he is or isn't. So
Is someone got a woman barking in the background?
So I have a question pertaining to, I guess, morality in the catching world. Where do you guys stand on an 18-year-old who's going after, say, like a 13-year-old? Some people have told me 18 is too young. Some people have said, fuck him. I'm kind of on, like, if the kid is younger than 15, I'm kind of on the side of fuck him. But because our team has got one on the hook, I think the decoy is 13 or 14 and he's 18. Now we're going to confirm if he's actually 18. I mean, if he's like 23 and he's lying about his age, then fuck him.
If it's 14, I wouldn't catch him because suppose they could be in the same high school. And I worked for the catcher No Games for Weirdos for a long time, and he it was a moral issue for him, like if they were in the same high school or whatever, or could have been, you know what I mean? That he wouldn't catch an 18-year-old going after a 14-year-old. But if it's like, try to drop the decoy's age by a year or two if you can. Say it's, if it's 13, yeah, catch him, I think. I think 14 and 18 is not really catchable.
Because, yeah, and the reason I'm asking you guys is so if the decoy proceeds with this catch, I'm trying to stay out of the drama spotlight as much as possible.
Plus, there's a close age exemption in most states too. It's a 4-year close in age exemption.
That's a good idea though. If you find out, like I said, you find out he's exactly 18, instead of just saying fuck it, drop the age. Tell him
drop the age to 11, 12. Yeah.
Under 14, we're totally like fuck this guy. But what we're hoping is he's 22 and he's just saying he's 18.
Probably.
Bro is right. You got to check the law for the state because there might be a law.
Yeah, every time, and that's another thing we do. Every time we have a catch or somebody on the hook, we look up the state and we print out every statute relevant to the particular conversation between the decoy and the predator. That way we have no questions. I mean, I try to have the predator read the statute and admit right there whether he violated it or not.
Well, I think there's a big difference there's also a big difference between a scumbag and a pedophile. Like some 27-year-old that just wants whatever he can get and he gets on Grindr. And I want your opinion on this, FTK. Like that's the kind of guy that I want to put the fear of God into, have the cops scare the shit out of him. But there's a difference between somebody that will take what they can get, and I've had the experience of one or two that were like genuinely excited when they found out it was a kid. That was, you know what I mean, FTK? Like that's a whole. Is that a different feel for you?
So I actually have an experience on this all, and I've talked about it before. So it's not like a surprise or that I'm calling anyone out. But one of Jay's first catches was an 18-year-old, and Jay didn't know at the time because catching was fresh and new, and a lot of people were starting to do it. So you're just going after pretty much anyone that was going after someone under the age of consent. And this kid was 18 and he was fresh out of high school. And Jay's decoy, I believe he said he was 15. He could have been 14, but I believe he said he was 15. And Jay caught him. It was not a live catch. And he had once he realized he was 18, fresh out of high school, he had a very stern talking to him. Told him, like, you can't do this, never do this again. And Jay never posted the video just due to the fact that he was 18. And it was more so a stern talking to catch versus an exposure catch. And I have been talking to that person with my 14-year-old decoy since I first started. He was the second person to hit me up. And he has gone above and beyond what we would do for a catch for anyone else. He's staged meetups and then refused to meet up, refused to come over, refused to pick me up. But he said the nastiest things. He said he wanted to rape my decoy in those exact words. He said he was going to tie up my decoy and rape him. He's fucking disgusting. So an 18-year-old at minimum does need to have their video put out. But if they go, maybe they can prove that they're going to get some help for it. I think that's one of the few people that should be allowed to go get help and not have their video continue to stay up.
They on Chris Hansen's new show, True. It's on like True TV or.
We
True
don't say
Blue
Chris Hansen on this channel. He's the C word. Fuck Chris Hansen.
Anyways, I will note that moving forward. He did catch like a 18-year-old who was going after like a 14 or 15-year-old on that guy's show.
First of all, he didn't catch shit. He's got decoys and teams. He shows up in a fucking turtleneck. He doesn't do dick.
I know all that.
So why would he somebody who's not breaking the law? That's not breaking a law in most jurisdictions. A 15-year-old and an 18-year-old.
Yeah, I agree.
Why would he try to ruin somebody's life for not breaking a law?
Totally. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I just wanted to ask you guys what you thought about that, because we have, one of our decoys has that kind of on the line, and we were on the fence about it.
A couple years. Oh, I lied about my age. I'm 12. Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's my
and that's kind of the conclusion we came to. But like I said, I like to ask the village elders first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that would be my advice. I don't know, Ray. Do you agree?
I wouldn't drop the age with the same decoy. I think that anything that comes from a lie is bad. I'd probably just block them and then wait till I start a new. You know what I mean, Ed? Like I don't like manipulating within the story.
Okay, I get that, but 18 and 15, are you making that catch 18 or 14?
Dude, 18 and 15 could theoretically be a fucking junior, a senior, and a sophomore in high school. Like I'm not making. When it's just there's a difference between like seeing someone asking them out to hang out and chill versus like just looking for casual encounters online. But yeah, I mean, dude, fucking 15-year-olds can be sexual predators. The one that touched their little brother, like cousins, brothers and sisters, 2, 3, 4. Like it's not an age thing. I think it's I was just what I was saying to UFTK is like, have you ever decoyed or caught somebody that wasn't just looking for casual encounters? Like they were genuinely excited that it was a kid. Like that's what they were after.
Yeah.
It isn't that it's so because like. I see these guys who are fucking losers that can't get laid, and like they're like the last couple that me and Cam caught, the last kid that I caught by myself. But there's been one that the second he even said in the chat, you could tell me how old you are, it's okay. As a matter of fact, it excites me. I have a son that's close to your age, and I encourage him to play with my friend. Like this was his shit. That it's I don't know, man. It's just that's like a different level of evil. Like there's no. I don't know. I don't even know where I go with that fucking comment. I thought it was crazy. There was a legitimate, a predatory pedophile That's the best way to say it.
If they're absolutely disgusting, I mean, expose them. But is an 18-year-old worth turning into police? They're just going to get a slap on the wrist anyway. I feel like the exposure is going to be bigger, and because these not kids but teens, like, and younger adults share these videos with each other like crazy when they see someone they know. So that person's going to be shamed for the rest of their life by their peers anyway. But an 18-year-old being turned into the police, but an 18-year-old being exposed is definitely needed, because I don't think this fucker would have been talking to my decoy had he actually been posted. I'm not blaming Jay, because catching was all new and everything at that point. But
And you know that certain states have a different law, FTK, for like the age of consent, and then like the age to meet someone off the internet.
Yeah, in Colorado, it's legal for a 15-year-old to fuck a 24-year-old.
That's disgusting.
What?
In Colorado, it is legal for a 15-year-old to have sex with a 24-year-old.
But not a 25-year-old.
Yep.
Right, because it depends. They could be, as long as the 25-year-old's birthday is after the 15-year-old's birthday, right? So she would turn 16 before he turns 26. That would be acceptable as well.
Well, I think in New Jersey, a 52-year-old can sleep with a 16-year-old who could be a sophomore in high school, or it's gross.
in Massachusetts, a 15-year-old can have non-penetrative sex with a 15-year-old. Anyone can. Well, anyone over 15. That's legal.
That's ridiculous.
So a 70-year-old can basically molest a 15-year-old. It's legal.
All right, that's enough shit for me. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one, guys.
See you,
Bye.
bud.
Yeah.
Two predator casting. Matt, when are you? I'm sure none of your parents would. What I can't read this. I'm sure would like it if your 18-year-old were with us. No, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want my 18-year-old kid dating a 30-year-old. It's not illegal, but it would just be fucking weird, you know. Are you married, FTK?
No.
Oh. How about you, Jen? No, Jason, you're getting divorced. Jay Silly?
Yeah. Face.
What?
I've been single for 3 years. We're just finally doing all the paperwork and stuff now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Today's panel went fucking tremendous. This was Mr. X is a dick. He's a Chris Hansen fucking cock rider. Audrey Snow is a. Did Audrey Snow go to man prison or girl prison? FTK.
That's the thing about it. Massachusetts is fucked up. He's only getting 3 years probation, but he's getting 20 years on the list.
For child P.
Yeah.
That's if Zay ZMG did go to prison, like was that in the talks of where they would go?
They would have went to a male prison because they haven't transitioned.
No shit. Oh, so that's a cross-dresser, not a trans woman.
Well, he went on. I'm using non-preferred pronouns due to the fact that he's a child predator and he doesn't deserve to have pronouns be used, preferred pronouns. But he went recently for breast augmentation. What's it called? The initial appointment for it. And
The consult?
yeah. And then I believe he started using hormones.
Well, I mean, was it a good lay at least for you? That's the question everybody wants to know.
What?
I'm just throwing shade, man. I got nothing more. My hangover is fucking setting in. This was I wanted to come out proactively and just say, Jeff, I regret nothing. I don't drink often, man. Like my head's pounding today. This is every 3
Drink some
months.
water, take some Advil, eat a nice big meal. You'll be all right.
Maybe I'll shoot on down to the awful waffle, little Waffle House action.
There you go. Go to the sauna. You'll be all right.
Go to the sauna, sweat it out.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Just
FTK. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say, just to clarify, when FTK came on the panel earlier and was doing all that "you misgendered me" stuff, I didn't mean to give anybody the wrong impression. I don't care what people do and what gender changes they do and what they want to call themselves. I just don't really know anything about that, and I don't really get into it. So if I call people by the wrong thing, I don't do it maliciously. I don't know, man. I just don't really think about that stuff very often. It wasn't like a malicious or prejudiced statement by me. I didn't mean it like that.
Honestly, truly, I don't think any of us in this community really care. Like, not
Okay.
but like,
No, as a matter of fact, we're gonna fucking cancel you for even like being apologetic and backstepping. Don't ever do that again.
yeah. That's
Well, like Chael
100%.
Sonnen used to say, the bad guy never apologizes, and I seem to be apologizing for everything I do all the time. So I guess I'm not a very bad guy.
Ray loved that. Ray just loved that. He just got an erection off of what you just said.
34% erect, confirmed. Constantine just verified it. Unbeen verified. Oh shit! Did Bam Margera really die?
No way.
Somebody fact check that. That would be.
I'm
I thought
looking
he
it up
was
right now.
he was arrested for domestic violence
When?
last night or yesterday.
Dude, the guy was like just starting to get shit together again. Fucking poor bastard.
Yep.
Dude, that show, fucking The Wild Boys, was my shit as a kid.
Man, yeah, I grew up on all
Well,
this
now
shit.
he got arrested for beating women. So
Well, maybe him and Tiberio will be roommates. I'll leave this open if you guys want to talk to each other till Matt goes live, but I'm gonna hit the mute button and I'm hurting, boys. I'm hurting.
Yeah. Hey, I was right there with you. Like I said 2 weeks ago, get a green superfood shake, a bunch of water, Tylenol, good meal. You'll be all right.
FCC, come up here and carry the panel when I just go back and fucking bury my head in the pillow.
Don't do that. It's not going to work.
Why?
It just won't work.
it's his current girlfriend, not his wife, Nick Boy. His current girlfriend.
PHI said he's not dead.
For injury to a current or former spouse, cohabitant, dating partner, or fellow parent.
All right, I got to go into work. Jeff, quit being you, please.
He's not dead. He's dead to me.
See you, FTK.
Fuck Jeff.
Peace.
I feel vindicated. I feel like the truth came out. It had its day, not in court, but it had its day in the light.
I still have to listen to the rest of that panel, and I don't know if I if I want to or not.
You really don't. I privated it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I just wanted to see the part where Alex comes up and all that stuff.
Did you mean mine?
Or yeah, your panel, Ed. I'm sorry. I thought it was I'm all over the place.
It's like the one day in my life I don't have a caffeinated beverage in the house. I'm like, fuck.
Dude, no dice.
Bam Margera died in December but was brought back to life. Probably Narcan, poor fella. That's I know Steve-O and the gang have been trying to help him get his shit straight, but I dropped the link. FCC, anybody no Tylenol, no acetaminophen is hepatotoxic. It's bad for the liver. Good call, Lynn. You are correct. You win a gold star today.
You know what else is bad for the liver?
What's that?
Alcohol.
Yes, I feel like I did. You weren't here at all last night, were you, Jay Silly?
I caught enough to see that you were drunk. I caught some of it. You were speaking with your chest on every chance you had.
Did you happen to catch the whole Unanimous thing?
No, I don't think so.
It's worth rewinding to listen to. It really was pretty fucking funny.
Let's just say that if I do decide to quit drinking, I'm going to go to a Alcoholics Unanimous meeting tonight.
Let me know if I can zoom in.
And if my name is on the list, if I want to remain unanimous, they can do a reduction on the paperwork.
I'm also unanimous in the Alcoholics group. Alcoholics Unanimous.
Okay.
Let me know. Send me the deets.
Jeff didn't realize the difference between the word anonymous and unanimous. I kind of started saying ominous.
Ominous, yeah. It completely went over the poor guy's head, man. It was almost mean.
Shut the what, dude? Who the fuck are you, new guy? We let you into this community. We can take you out.
Shush.
Shush.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the one time in this whole thing that I was just like, dude, come on, man. That's just like if I was anybody else, he might have got slapped upside the head in public for doing that. I don't have the balls to just shush someone a foot taller than me.
You're a foot taller than Jeff?
Not a foot taller, but probably a good 7 inches.
What is Jeff, like 5'5"?
Maybe like 5. I don't know. Not very tall. I mean, I'm 6'1", so I'm not massively tall. So he's probably 5'7", maybe.
FTK is literally chomping at the bit at this new information. So now I've got confirmation on Jeff's vertical stature. I've spoken to a jilted ex romantic partner.
When I was gonna meet him for the first time, I went to his folks' house to pick him up. I thought he was gonna be much taller, but I don't think that's a reason to slander him. I just was surprised. I thought he was gonna be about my height or a bigger guy, but he's probably 5'7", $150 maybe. $160.
Jeff?
Yeah.
He's a $160?
Maybe $160. I mean, I'm pretty good at guessing people's weights just from wrestling and jiu-jitsu and stuff. And I would say in between 150 and 165.
Hey, does anybody remember when Jeff said in the panel that he wanted to make a mixtape of hymns to send with the Predator on his way to jail?
Did you really say that?
Yeah, it was right after this catch and before everything blew up. Just thought I'd throw that in there. I'm just sitting back listening.
Yeah, same here.
You sounded surprised, Ray. Why? Did you think he weighed less or more?
I thought he was a man of more stature.
No, because I'm like 6'1", 190, and he's considerably he's not like the size of my shoe or something, but he's not, probably like up to there or so on me, somewhere around there, and considerably lighter.
Ray, have we heard anything else about that? You haven't heard anything back?
No, not yet. But there are 2 agencies. But Matt's going live. Matt, wait, somebody tell me how long Matt's going for the morning after.
19 hours.
Who lives with their parents?
Oh, Jason said he picked up Jeff from his parents' house.
Yeah, Jeff told me. I mean, I can't say much because after I lost my condo in the divorce, so I moved back in with my grandparents. So it's not like I can talk shit about this. But he he told me I don't know, I don't want to say this because it's on live because he was talking about his parents, but let's put it this way, he told me he lived at his parents to help take care of them.
Apparently, that's why Bill lives in his parents' backyard.
Wait a minute, what?
His parents, I want to reiterate, they're very, very, very sweet people. While Jeff was finishing up getting ready, I sat on the couch and I talked to his dad for like a good 45 minutes, and he's a really, really cool guy. Really
It
nice
sounds
guy.
like you were taking him on a date and you're like casually sitting on the couch, like getting to know dad.
Well, I wasn't expecting to have to wait inside the house. I thought he was going to be ready when I picked him up to go do the catch, but the whole thing was just disorganized, man. And I thought, he was former law enforcement, and he said he had the police captain or something in his back pocket. And I thought the whole thing was just going to be like really well organized. Because I did stuff with CPP before this, and I can tell you they weren't like militaristically organized, but we knew what we were doing and when and where. And I was expecting that from Jeff because of his prior law enforcement experience, is what he told me, and it was a little bit of a mess. That's what I think the main criminal in this case was, the organization, I think.
Can you unravel his law enforcement experience?
He just said he was former law enforcement and he has a lot of experience interviewing people who were doing the wrong thing, I guess. And then he said he worked booking as well, and he wasn't a law enforcement officer, he was a peace officer, is what I think he said, but he still refers to it as former law enforcement. But like I said, I don't have receipts for any of this, so I'm really skeptical to say it all. It's just a conversation we had. So,
Wasn't somebody saying they were a CEO in like the jail or something?
that's what Jeff said. He worked in the jail, and then he worked booking, and then he worked booking. He worked corrections.
There you go, buddy.
I don't really know all of it.
Well, that's commendable. That's a hard job.
Yeah, totally. Oh, he told me he was shot in the line of duty, is what he told me, and that's why he retired. So, five times, I think he said. But he said that on... Oh no, it was on a phone call. I thought it was on a panel. That was after he called me, so I can't prove that.
I watched Blue's Clues, so now I'm a detective. Yeah, they said he had a seizure. They were talking about Bam Margera. He had a seizure, and they brought him back. But that was in like January, December.
Oh, is that what turned him into a girlfriend beating piece of shit?
Yeah, maybe they're going to use that excuse.
Oh, he used to beat his girlfriend, but he beat his ex-wife too. So
yeah, I was gonna say I suspect he's been an abuser for a very long time, if not his whole career.
I mean, I've been arrested for that twice, but I was proven innocent and acquitted both times.
Yeah.
So it's until he gets that conviction.
I think he.
Well,
if he's already been convicted, then fuck me. Like, yeah, but
yeah, and I assume that you didn't have Bam Margera.
He's like
either.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Everyone knows he's a wife beater, but nobody cares, you know?
Right.
Holy shit, Ed.
What?
Oh, jeez. I love it, bro. You spitting truth and facts, bro.
It's true. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a wife beater.
One of the times I got charged with that, I wasn't even in the same state, and I hadn't been for over 2 years of the person who accused me. They just made up a story and called local PD, and they just booked me just to investigate. It was a really messed up situation. Like I said, I mean, even a domestic violence misdemeanor, you're not allowed to purchase firearms after that, and I still own guns, so it's clear that I was acquitted. But you got to be careful with catchy headlines and stuff, you know?
Yeah, James McGee, you're right.
I've never seen that. I've seen Jerry Lawler be accused of getting with underage girls.
Wasn't Ric Flair?
Ric Flair, too. Jerry Lawler and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
I've never seen Stone Cold been accused of being with underage girls.
I seen him Stone Cold Stunner Vince McMahon, though. That was fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not newsworthy, huh? Not juicy enough?
I mean, I'm just going by what I've seen him stun McMahon a bunch of times, right? This recent one, McMahon couldn't sell it, though, because he's like 90.
Yeah, but that dude is so jacked. It's crazy.
McMahon?
Yeah.
McMahon is, he's built, bro. I mean.
Well, when you can afford all them steroids, dude, you would be too.
And Randy Savage was a 17-year-old Stephanie McMahon, according to the rumors.
Yeah.
The rumors also say that Shawn Michaels was fucking Vince McMahon back in the 90s.
Have you seen what Hogan has said about that?
Well, yeah, but Hogan wasn't in the company at the time. He was in WCW, so.
Yeah, but just watch some stuff on Hogan, man. He spills a lot of dirt. Hogan's actually a nice guy. I flew with him on a plane going to Atlanta. The dude set me aside him in first class because I was all nervous to get and go talk to him, dude. He's a star. And he set me in first class with him, and we talked the whole flight, dude.
Hogan, the only thing about Hogan is if you see Hogan, the funniest match I've ever seen Hulk Hogan win in is Hogan and Shawn Michaels at SummerSlam, where Shawn oversold every fucking thing. Everything, he oversold it, making Hogan look like a fool.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels actually lives now in my hometown.
He's in Florida, yeah.
Yeah, he lives in my birth town, dude.
That's cool.
Yeah, we used to see him at the church we went to, man.
Yeah, he used to go to John Hagee's church in San Antonio when he lived out this way, but then he moved to Florida a few years back, I think.
He's at another big church in Florida, dude.
Yeah.
Out of high school, when I was going to college, I used to work at a Best Buy at a prominent side of San Antonio, and Shawn Michaels used to come in. I think he was living in Bernie at the time, and man, that dude was rough, man. Like, he couldn't stand up straight. He had a slur all the time, like he was drunk, but it was probably just from all the brain injuries. But yeah, he was rough, man.
It really
kind of
depends
sad to
on
see
what
it.
year. What year was that around?
This would have been 2006, 2007.
Okay, by then he was beat up. He wasn't on drugs still then, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rough. I mean, he'd just come in and kind of browse and stuff. Every once in a while,
he quit drugs in like
home theater stuff.
2001, I think. Because 2002 he made that comeback.
Yeah, it was rough seeing a childhood hero, man, so worn out and beat up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks rough these days too, sort of, man. When you don't see him in the spotlight and he's just a regular person, man, he looks kind of, yeah. You can tell he's been through some shit.
Even in the spotlight, he looks rough.
Well, now, but I mean, when he was the heartbreak kid and had all the flashy jewelry and all that, he was, they make him look better.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid to go to sleep at night because I'm afraid of what Ed's panel I'll wake up to and see.
I meant to take a nap and then wake up just to see it, to be on a panel. But I ended up just falling asleep through the whole night. I've never probably slept like 10.5 hours straight. I haven't done that in years.
Yeah, then I wake up and the shit has hit the fan.
Mm-hmm.
But Ed, I like how you handle things, man. You want facts. You don't want bullshit, bro.
Well, I love how Ed handles things because he doesn't put up with any bullshit. He only puts up with the truth. So whenever I mentioned on Ed's panel, I'm like, oh God, what did I do now? Because I'm expecting it. Because I hold Ed to a high standard. He's great at what he does. But Jeff was just up there talking shit, and none of it was, Anyways,
they sleep. We panel. Yeah, because I'm busy with work and decoy all damn day.
Yeah, I just passed out.
Yeah, and then I see something, I'm like, man, let me check this out.
Only bullshit he puts up with his bills.
Next time I wake up, I'll have been the second shooter on the grassy knoll, and I have receipts.
I know, JFK. I woke up to a bunch of Instagram messages about the whole whatever murder thing and whatever else it was. If you listen to the beginning of this panel, probably like the first half hour, 45 minutes, you'll learn everything you need to know.
I just got a message in the DMs. Jeff is not prior law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, we got we got someone coming up in the chat. I'm excited for this.
Oh God.
Not Edward knows, but we have somebody else who I've never really seen on chat much just texted me asking if they can come up, and the answer is yes.
Oh well, am I gonna have to dip because I
No,
just
no,
gave the link
no,
to
no.
Ryan. So
Who did you give the link to?
Ryan.
Ryan and VCAP?
Yeah.
Just give Lynn a couple of minutes. I want Lynn to Lynn had something she wanted to say.
Yeah, that's cool. Just throw
Yeah,
me in
I'll-
the bring her up. That's fine.
I'll give way.
I'll-
I'm not
I'll dip.
too.
I gotta go anyway.
Yeah, I'm not too into conversation. Y'all have a great day.
You too.
Same.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I was sleeping. I should have left. I was sleeping.
And Jay Silly, nice to see you, man. Ed, take care,
Likewise.
bro.
You too, bro.
All right.
All right, Ray, Jason, Ed. We'll see
Have
you
a
guys
good one.
Take care, bro. Good to hear from you.
later. Same.
Okay, is this her or is that Ryan? Let's see. That's who's CPP? Am I going to get helicoptered?
Probably.
How big of a deal is it if it happens?
It's if you end alive and delete it, it's not a big deal. You could just focus on somebody else.
Okay.
You like my Branch Davidians and Colorado flag?
Oh God. Oh. Hey, what's up? Hello.
Yeah, you're about to get helicoptered, bro. Might want to focus back on somebody else.
That's me. Just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Trying to see if I could impersonate someone.
You can't though. You didn't try. Were you trying to impersonate Locke?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Back to VCAP.
What were your thoughts of last night's verbal assault on Jeff, Ryan?
I don't know. I mean, I've said kind of like what I think about like what the situation is with him. You know, I think that it stems from like mental illness. But yeah, I think that I don't think it's fixable. But I think like I don't know what it is, but it's like something where I don't know. I mean, I don't think he lies like maliciously, but he does it kind of more out of a disorder, kind of. That's kind of, I don't know. That's honestly like what I think it is, which I could understand could be, you know, frustrating people.
Yeah, probably.
And
I think maybe he really, really, really wants like a high level of acceptance. Hence, and now keep in mind, I'm new. So the banana follower thing, I'm not really familiar with. I've just heard that from a couple people. But if you look at buying followers and then everything is just kind of a stretch of the truth, he's really trying to be, really well accepted in this community. And what he doesn't realize is just him being him. We would all be cool with him. It's when he starts lying and stuff or stretching the truth that it causes him problems and heckling and stuff. Whereas really, if he was just Southwest Jeff, the dude that does his thing, we would all be I mean, I'm still cool with him for the most part. And I think we all would be if he just kind of was just himself. And he doesn't need to be prior LE and he doesn't need to all these things he said. He doesn't need to be that person for us to accept him, and I don't think he understands that. That's kind of how I felt, but I could be wrong. He doesn't need to have 1,800 followers or whatever he has. He could just have 180 or whatever, and he's still the same dude, and we're cool with him.
And I don't know. I mean, early on, he I mean, I kind of looked past it actually, but people were kind of warning me about it a little bit, like his stories not adding up and everything. But I kind of overlooked it because he's like a nice guy, and I don't know, I genuinely wanted to see him do well, and I still do, I don't know, but yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, but my impression of it is just like it's like a in the disorder realm. Like that's all I can really contemplate on it. Yeah.
JFK, I see that. He did say I stole footage from him, and I know he doesn't have my back, but really, I've had people do way worse things than slander me a little bit, like I feel Jeff has, and I really have no ill will towards him. Like, I really don't care that much. I'm not upset about it. I'm a little frustrated. It keeps coming up, but I don't have anything against him on a personal level whatsoever. If I saw him drowning, I would go in the water to save him. It's not like I'd say, fuck you, Jeff, and keep walking,
Yeah. It's such a weird thing where it's like, for the most part, it's like he seems like a really, good person, but he just kind of has like that problem that I could see is like frustrating, but it's like it's hard to piece the two together. But yeah, I don't know. Try to explain. Yeah, actually, but I actually think Bill's worse than Jeff by far. I'm just responding to Mr. X.
Yeah, and I'm too new. I don't know who Bill is, or I mean, all I've heard is a couple people talk about this Bill Powell guy, but I've never met him, so I couldn't compare him and Jeff whatsoever.
Yeah, but him on the other hand, I think he actually does have malicious intent, where Jeff at least doesn't.
okay, there's 5 people waiting. It starts at 10:30.
Oh,
And,
we're doing another stream?
What's that?
We're doing another stream?
Matt the morning after. Matt does his morning show with real shit.
Oh, Matt. Yeah, I don't fuck with Matt.
You don't fuck with Matt?
No, not at all.
Why?
Well, he said he don't fuck with me, so I don't fuck with him.
You don't. I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
I got a million things I'd rather motherfucking do. Matt's good people, man. Matt's good. That is actually my pal.
I don't know. I mean, but it's just kind of, I don't know. I mean, I just give what I get. So
You give what you get, but you also get what you give. Sometimes you don't get anything, even when you give a lot. So you just said you want Jeff to do well.
yeah,
You know what though? I doubt there'd be any love lost from Matt to you anyway. So what are Ryan's? I think Ryan's already said what he thinks of Bill.
yeah. Obviously, there's something particular about Bill that's unforgivable for me. That he did to someone that I care about. But yeah, I don't want to mention that.
Well, I just got a message. Yep, there's I will no longer encourage you to get along with Matt. I'll just leave it at that. All right, so everybody, it's somebody drop Matt's thing in the chat because I'm gonna go fucking nod off. This is my worst stream ever. Fucking hangover. I was more fun drunk.
That's usually how it goes, bro. Hey Ray, I really appreciate you having me on your panel again, and I guess you've put it out there that you're working with us for that thing down south.
I'm assisting. You're in the area, like nobody here knows where I lived, so we can say like he's less than 10 minutes from my house, and I had a couple of friends down there. That's all. I wouldn't necessarily say working, but I was more than willing to, which is what we should all do for each other if somebody can.
Your help busted the case wide open, man, and you're giving us a leg up on this guy, and we as a team appreciate that immensely, dude. And like always,
Just don't murder people, bro, and we'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of just ending it off. I can't apologize for Jeff, but at the same time, I actually do genuinely wish him well. But it's hard to piece the two together.
Yeah. It's a
hard
bad
to
situation.
explain. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of really a shitty situation where if it was someone who was just generally unlikable or someone I generally didn't like, it would be kind of seamless with taking issue with them, but it's just not that case with Jeff. I don't know.
See, the issue is he's trying to lift himself up by stepping on someone to get there rather than just building himself up on his own. And I think that's probably, he's never going to stop putting me down until you guys cancel me and ban me. And that's the only way I think he's ever going to stop. And, if that happens, that happens. But at the same time, I think he's going to be working on, discrediting me until the, I'm hoping after next week when our catch comes out, it'll all just.
We'll assess it by the merit of it. It'll so if you're a straight dude and that's all that matters.
Well, everyone, I'm gonna tune out right now. It looks like Matt is ready to go.
Fuck Matt. Just end that note.
Thank you, Ray. If you have any information coming up, just let us know. Appreciate it.
I will. You guys all head over to Matt's. Drop that link one more time. Support Matt. And so this is. I do want to touch on one thing before I go there. And Mr. X, I think you're right. I don't think Jeff is a bad person. I think he did some scummy shit, and he's self-serving and he's self-sabotaging. If he can get out of his own way, he's not a bad fella. I think that's the reason why I'm so frustrated. Is he's not evil. He does fucking just a fucking moron. Also, Jason, go over to
Jason, if you're still in the chat, I need you to go to Matt. I need you to go over to Matt's and drop your Instagram, please. That would he wants to have a line of contact. I can give him yours. Actually, I have your phone number. I'll just give him your phone number. See you, Matt's Ryan, FTK. He's banned from there. Who's banned from where? All right. Ryan is banned from Mets. Oh man, this is a new experience for me. People that I'm friendly with not getting along with other people. Right, annoyed? We haven't been through this at all. So, all right, y'all. Is there a new panel where Jeff is yelling? Jeff doesn't yell at shit. All right, I'm out.